Punic Wars, a Prelude. Chapter 1. The pre-war world.
Mediterranean power dynamics.
The Mediterranean region before the Punic Wars was a complex tapestry of competing powers and shifting alliances. Rome, initially a small city-state, had grown into a formidable republic through military conquests and strategic alliances. Its dominance in the Italian peninsula set the stage for its expansionist ambitions. Meanwhile, Carthage, a wealthy and powerful city-state located in North Africa, controlled vast maritime trade networks and territories, including parts of Spain, Sicily, and the North African coast. The rivalry between these two powers was inevitable, as both sought to expand their influence. Key regional players also included the Greek city-states, the Hellenistic kingdoms, and various indigenous tribes. These dynamics created a volatile environment where economic interests, military capabilities, and diplomatic relations were constantly in flux. Rome and Carthage, with their differing strengths and strategic goals, were on a collision course that would eventually lead to the outbreak of the Punic Wars. Around the same period when the First Punic War began in 264 BCE, significant developments were occurring in other parts of the world. In the Middle East, the Seleucid Empire, one of the successor states of Alexander the Great's empire, was consolidating its power under Antiochus I and later Antiochus II. This period saw the Seleucids struggling to maintain control over their vast territories against internal revolts and external threats from rival Hellenistic states. In Egypt, the Ptolemaic kingdom, another of Alexander's successor states, was flourishing under Ptolemy II Philadelphus, who focused on strengthening the economy, expanding trade, and promoting Hellenistic culture. In the Far East, China was experiencing the late Warring States period, with several states vying for dominance. The Qin state, under leaders like Qin Shi Huang, was beginning to emerge as the most powerful among the competing states, setting the stage for the eventual unification of China. In the Indian subcontinent, the Maurya Empire was at its zenith under Emperor Ashoka, who, after a series of military campaigns, embraced Buddhism and focused on spreading its principles of nonviolence and tolerance. These global dynamics highlight the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations and provide a broader context for understanding the significance of the Punic Wars in shaping the course of history.
Economic and cultural contexts.
The economic and cultural contexts of Rome and Carthage before the Punic Wars were marked by significant differences and unique attributes that shaped their societies and interactions. Economically, Carthage was a major commercial hub with a strong emphasis on maritime trade. Its strategic location along key Mediterranean trade routes enabled it to dominate commerce in the region, facilitating the exchange of goods such as metals, textiles, and foodstuffs. Carthage's wealth was largely derived from its extensive trading networks and the exploitation of resources from its colonies and territories. In contrast, Rome's economy was initially more agrarian, based on the agricultural output of the Italian peninsula. As Rome expanded, it began to integrate the economies of conquered territories, gradually developing a more diverse economic base that included trade, mining, and manufacturing. This economic expansion helped fuel Rome's military campaigns and infrastructure projects. Culturally, Carthage was influenced by its Phoenician heritage, which emphasized maritime skills, craftsmanship, and religious practices centered around deities such as Baal and Tanit. Carthaginian society was highly stratified, with a wealthy elite controlling much of the trade and political power. The city was known for its impressive harbors, temples, and public buildings, reflecting its prosperity and cultural achievements. Roman culture, on the other hand, was heavily influenced by its Etruscan and Greek neighbors. Roman society valued discipline, loyalty, and civic duty, with a strong emphasis on military prowess and public service. The Roman Republic's political system, with its complex structure of checks and balances, promoted a sense of civic participation among its citizens. These economic and cultural contexts set the stage for the Punic Wars, as Rome and Carthage vied for dominance in the Mediterranean. The contrasting economic models and cultural values of these two powers contributed to their rivalry and the eventual conflict that reshaped the ancient world.
Chapter 2. The rise of Rome and Carthage.
Rome from republic to power.
The transformation of Rome from a small city-state to a dominant republic was a gradual process marked by strategic conquests, political reforms, and social evolution. Rome's early history was characterized by its struggle for survival and dominance over neighboring Latin, Etruscan, and Italic tribes. The establishment of the Roman Republic in 509 BCE, following the overthrow of the last Etruscan king, marked a significant shift in governance. The Republic was founded on a complex system of checks and balances, with power divided among the Senate, the consuls, and the popular assemblies. This system allowed for greater political stability and civic participation, fostering a sense of shared responsibility and duty among Roman citizens. Rome's military prowess played a crucial role in its rise to power. The Roman legions, known for their discipline, organization, and innovative tactics, enabled Rome to expand its territory through a series of wars and alliances. Key victories in the Samnite Wars, the Pyrrhic War, and the conquest of the Italian peninsula cemented Rome's status as a regional power. Rome's ability to assimilate conquered peoples through granting citizenship and integrating local elites into its political system helped maintain stability and loyalty among its diverse subjects. Economically, Rome benefited from the spoils of war, the establishment of colonies, and the development of trade networks. The construction of roads, aqueducts, and other infrastructure projects facilitated commerce and communication, further strengthening Rome's economic base. Socially, Rome was characterized by a hierarchical structure, with a clear distinction between the patrician elite and the plebeian commoners. Over time, the struggle between these classes led to significant social and political reforms, including the creation of the office of the tribune of the plebs and the codification of laws in the 12 Tables. These reforms helped address social inequalities and integrate the plebeians into the political process. By the eve of the Punic Wars, Rome had established itself as a powerful republic with a robust military, a complex political system, and a dynamic society. Its rise to power set the stage for the inevitable clash with Carthage, another dominant power in the Mediterranean region.
Carthage, a maritime empire.
Carthage, founded by Phoenician settlers around 814 BCE, grew into a powerful maritime empire known for its extensive trade networks and naval supremacy. Located in present-day Tunisia, Carthage's strategic position on the coast allowed it to control key trade routes across the Mediterranean. Carthaginian merchants traded goods such as metals, textiles, and luxury items, linking markets from the Levant to Spain. The wealth generated from trade and commerce enabled Carthage to build a strong navy, which protected its interests and facilitated the expansion of its influence. The city itself was a bustling hub of economic activity, with impressive harbors, warehouses, and marketplaces. Culturally, Carthage was influenced by its Phoenician roots, maintaining religious practices and artistic traditions from its mother city, Tyre. The Carthaginian pantheon included gods such as Baal-Hamon and Tanit, who were worshipped in grand temples. Carthage's political system was an oligarchy, dominated by a wealthy elite of merchants and landowners. The city's governance was managed by a council of elders known as the Senate, along with elected magistrates. This system provided stability and continuity, allowing Carthage to focus on economic expansion and military ventures. Carthage also established colonies and trading posts throughout the western Mediterranean, including in Sicily, Sardinia, and Iberia. These outposts served as vital links in its trade network and provided resources and strategic bases for its navy. The Carthaginian military relied heavily on mercenaries, recruited from various regions, including Iberia, Numidia, and Gaul. This diverse composition allowed Carthage to field effective and adaptable forces in its campaigns. By the time of the Punic Wars, Carthage had established itself as a dominant maritime power with a thriving economy and a formidable navy. Its rivalry with Rome was fueled by competition for control over trade routes and territorial expansion, setting the stage for the epic conflicts that would ensue. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this. Hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload new videos so you never miss out. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more exciting videos.
The voices in this recording were created with the assistance of OpenAI.